Hello everybody, this is Tina with Tia's Treasures, and today I have for you day 15 of the Crafty Advent Calendar from Spellbinders. So let's take a look and see what we've got. 15 right here. Lovely 15. Come on, be something good, be something good. We have a little fish tank. How adorable. Wow. I wonder what sentiment we should use with that. Wow, let me go ahead and die cut these out and figure out what kind of background and stuff we're going to use. And I will be back to make a card momentarily with the magic of editing. Okie dokie, I have a lot of stuff for this die. So we have the 4 dies here. The 2 fish tank, well, the tank, little tank, and fish bowl, not a tank, and the little water. We have our little betta fish. This was 2 dies. And I went ahead, I got this pink and main die that says hello, and then a pretty bows die from Simon Says Stamp. And I believe this was a CZ tag die. Any nesting tag, you know, will work. And so this is what I've done. And I've got some little gems, some positively cool tone dazzling gems. And I've got them in the pink because they kind of match our little bow on our hello. I was going to stamp out a fishy pun, but after I put everything down, I didn't have any room for it anywhere. So we just have a little hello, which I think works just as great. Got my little bubbles here that I'm going to glue down once we get our fish bowl. So let's put all this together. Now this was really easy. It was just the 2 little dies. These are in pearlescent cardstock. And I just went ahead and I put a little piece of black paper behind it for a black eye, a little black eye. A white eye did not look good. It does come with a little piece that's on a die that you can put behind here, but it comes with the same die as this body here, so it was just as easy to put the little black piece. So okay, we're gonna glue this down, and can I resist the urge to write on the back of my cardstock? I don't know, it's gonna be tough. This is cut down to 3.5 by, is it 5, I believe? And Merry, well, Xmas, Christmas will never fit on there. See, it wasn't high or hello for a change. Usually all I put is hi. So, you know, branching out just a little bit. And put this down there. And yeah, we've got a nice little white border going all the way around. Now, because I have a Desert Storm tag, I probably could have used some Desert Storm as our card base, but I just think the white and the brown and the blue, they all work. They work fine for me. Your mileage may vary, but I've got little white bubbles that tie into the white background here. And again, I forgot to bring out my foam, you know, so if dimension is life, as I believe Lauren Bassett says, I must be pretty dead because I always forget to add any dimension. So it's going to go a little bit at an angle there. Yeah. And I love little bow. I mean, you could use string, anything you want. Again, let's put our fish bowl down first. Well, make sure we have enough room for all of these. We'll put our hello at the bottom, and then our fish tank, and then our bow. How's that sound? Sound good to you? Well, it sounds good to me. Yeah, it sounds good to me too. Okay, thank you. Hopefully my dogs don't bark this video. They started barking right, well, one started barking right before I started. Believe me, they don't bark all day, just when I'm trying to record. But it's kind of getting late, and hopefully they're done barking for now anyway. Driving me nuts. Hello there. Yeah, yay. And a little glue is oozed out, but that's okay because it will dry clear. And I want to get this down. Oh, come on, he's so cute, this little fish bowl. And get some glue there. And I still am not done with my Christmas shopping. And yeah, the 15th of December, I better get, I'm going to have to just go out because it's getting a little late to, you know, expect shipping to arrive. Let me see, where is this going to end up at? Because that will determine around where we put our fish bowl. Right about there then. Okay. Yeah. Right there. But yeah, so I'm going to have to go out, but it's so cold out there right now. It's like 9 degrees out there. I'm in Illinois. It's supposed to warm up later this week, so I think that's when I will go out and do the rest of my shopping. Let's go ahead and put our little bubbles in here before I put my fish. The fish, that little betta fish is so cute. I have never personally had a betta fish because I just always thought it seemed a little bit cruel to keep it in a tiny little fish bowl. But I guess you can get a whole aquarium for it if you would like. But I'm not sure they do well with other fish, and it just seems like a lot of work for one aquarium for one fish. So I don't know. I've just never had them. But I always used to see them in their little bitty, you know, little bitty fish bowls. And it just always seems so sad. And I have seen like rescue videos on YouTube for these things and these little fish. And I just, God love the people who take them home and put them in a bigger tank and really let them thrive. Because I do think it's cruel to have them their whole life in those little bitty bowls. Okay, but they are beautiful fish. And, okay, get you down there. Now we have to put our bow and then our jewels, and this card will be done. So if you like this card, give it a thumbs up. That helps me. I'm sure you've heard it before, but if you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you. If you are a subscriber, thank you. And if you've made it this far to the end almost of my video, thank you again. I really appreciate it. Because, you know, I know I can be a little goofy, right? But, you know, talk to yourself long enough, and I think we all get a little goofy. And God knows I talk to myself or the dogs. Okay, we'll put that right there. Yeah, these pretty bows. There's a pretty bows 1 and 2. Yeah, I've got both of them here. These are really nice. If, you know, you like bows, these are really pretty little stamp sets that will work on your tags or anywhere you want to bow. Like, you know, birthday boxes, dies and stuff like that. It's really nice. And I just almost flipped these all over the place. I mean, I kind of flipped them on their side, but I don't know if you can see how pretty these pinks are. They are just a nice pink that goes really well with the rest of the card, because we've got like the pinky tones here, which are more of a reddish pink, and then the pink, peachy pinks here. And so now with these little gems, we've got like the 3 different tones of pink, and I think they go together well. So let's kind of do this in reverse with, wait, if we're going to do it in reverse, we want the big stone there, and that one there, and the little tiny one right there. So they can be kind of inverse of each other and in the opposite direction of this tag. We've got this going on the diagonal towards the right, and then we've got our gems going on the diagonal towards the left, which makes it really visually interesting. And let's try to see if we can pick these up. This is an awful big little gemstone here. And this one. And these little dots of glue are all it takes usually to hold these in place. And again, it'll dry clear any of the little glue that's seeping out. For as small as my little glue dots are, I am very surprised I have any kind of seepage. You know, but I guess it happens. And get you down here. The little bitty gem, it doesn't surprise me on, but the other ones do, because I did not put that much glue down. So that's it for today, everyone. I love this card. I think it turned out really nice. I think I'm gonna have to put a little bit more glue dot right there because it's not sticking down. But that is it for day 15, a beautiful little fish and a hello card. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now, everyone.